This is Larry Vickers with Transwest Truck, Trailer, RV in Frederick, Colorado. The last few videos we've got to spend some time together getting to look at some used haulers as well as one brand new M2-106. Well, today I'm pretty excited because we're going to show you the Big Dawg. I introduced you to the M2-112 made by Freightliner. This vehicle has an empty weight of 16,540 pounds. The GVWR is 33,000. This is stock number 5N20071. This grille was specially designed for this truck, made by the C9 company. Now let's take a look under the hood. This engine was made by Detroit Diesel. Detroit Diesel was founded in 1938, so these guys have been around a long time. This is the DD13 model. It is an inline 6, which is 12.8 liters. This comes with 505 horsepower. This engine is 781 cubic inches and weighs 2,540 pounds. Now, the torque on it is a little different. The maximum is 1,650 pounds of torque. Well, what makes this engine unique is it starts at 1,100 RPM and works its way up to 1,650. So as opposed to the other engines that shoot straight up, this one does it on a gradual basis. And what that does is make the ride smoother as you go down the road. There aren't any jerks to it. Now the tires are 275, 80, 22.5. If we could zoom in right here, we'll see the tire balancer. As we talked about previously, that has multiple BBs in it. So as you're going down the road, those BBs land in the lowest spot of the tire. And what that does is make the ride smoother and make the tire life longer from 25 to 50%. If we take a look in the cab, you will see black leather. The outside is metallic black, so we have a black on black combination here. A couple of things here. Here's access to our air filters. Right there is another cup holder. As we continue around, here's one of the fuel tanks. Both of them hold 50 gallon. The other is on the other side. As all haulers do, this makes out into a bed in the back. Once we get around the other side, I'll show you how to put that up. And from here you can see the DVD player it comes with. As we continue around, the Summit hauler has the most storage capacity of any hauler on the market, and they put an extra one in this particular hauler. As you can see right up here, now it was designed where you're going to have plenty of room back here to tow a fifth wheel or your gooseneck in terms of turning capability. Now this storage, you can reach underneath it as well for the storage units on the side and put more in there. Here's the front compartment. Right there's the middle. Here's another one on top of the back tire. Now right here is a little step you can use to get back in there to hook up your trailer. And finally, the back storage compartment. As we walk around and look at the bed of the trailer of the truck, this is aluminum. This isn't the traditional steel like on some of the competition's conversions. This is aluminum. So if you're looking long-term down the road, it's going to look the same as it does today. It has a hole already implemented for a gooseneck ball. Converting them to a fifth wheel is a very easy process. If you have any questions about that, just give me a call at 970-370-4067. It has tie downs, 2 in the back, 2 in the front, and these are adjustable so you can move them forward and back to secure your property going down the road. This hookup here is for additional backup cameras. It comes with one. It uses the Voyager system. So if you wanted to hook up a couple more, put one in a livestock or a horse trailer so you can monitor things as you're going down the road, right there's the hookup. This is the hookup for your trailer lights. Now behind this cover is the hitch for a bumper pull. So if you use a traditional bumper pull, right under there is your hitch for that. The light hookup is right there as well. Now as we come along this side, there is the back storage. Another one up there. The middle. And the front. And as you can see, there's hookup right there for an air hose. If for some reason you need to hook up to an air hose, right there's the hookup for it. As we continue to come around, here's the other fuel tank I told you about, and here is where we would put the DEF fluid. Right under here is our button to convert that from a bed back into a regular seat. Okay, as we continue to come around.
I have a question, Larry. Someone's asking if this dash trim is carbon fiber. You can see it on the grab handles here and up on the dash.
Yes, the question is this trim carbon fiber? And the answer to that is yes. We're about to crawl in the cab and take a closer look at it, but you will see the trim all around the inside of it that really dresses the truck up. So let's take a look at the inside. So when you sit down like she did, one of the first things you'll notice is we're on an air seat. So that obviously makes for a smoother ride as we're going up and down the road. This also has air lumbar in it. So if we could kind of take a look at the gauges. Right up here is the air horn. Ooh. That'll make some noise. And if we look at the gauges, the top one is our oil pressure. Come down to water. And the bottom left over there is our transmission, right there. The middle one is our revolutions per minute, our RPMs. Beside that is our speedometer. This top one here is our fuel gauge and also monitors how much depth we have. You'll notice 2 air gauges. The top one's primary use is for the rear brakes. The bottom one is basically everything else. The air to the seats, the air brakes, front brakes, the lumbar system, the air conditioner, all that additional stuff goes to our second one. Right down here is our dump valve. So we can let air out of the back of the truck as we're hooking up our trailer. This is our trailer brake if we use a bumper pull. As we come up, this is our cruise control. This is the lock. These are for the windows. Now, if we do hook up additional backup cameras to it, we sure have that capability, and right there is where we can adjust that. As we come down, as all haulers are, that's automatic. Park is when it's a neutral with our air brake, but there's reverse, neutral, and drive. Now, as we're going down the road, it'll, for example, if we were in drive, it would have the letter D there and a number 1 through 6. That tells you what gear you're actually in. As we come down, our markers, I'm sure if you have driven much, you've seen truckers kind of flash their lights at each other, kind of a communication thing. That's what that does. This is our mirror heater. This is our regen button, which you really should never have to worry about that one. It'll regenerate itself as it's going down the road. This locks our differential. Now, this truck comes with an engine brake. That's not your traditional Jake brake. That is an engine brake. So when you put that on low, it takes 3 of the 6 valves, and it shuts off not only fuel going in, but exhaust coming out. And what that does is decreases speed for you as you're coming down the mountain. Now, if you kick it up to high, for say we're on a steep decline, that'll do that to all 6. So the brake is slowing the truck down. So not only is that a huge safety thing, but that also prolongs the life of your brakes as well. Now, this is a shutdown override. This comes with an additional safety feature that if the oil pressure drops too low too quickly, the engine will shut itself off. Well, that's fine unless we're downtown Denver or in the midst of a bunch of traffic. What you can do is override that, and that'll give you time to find a safe spot where you can pull over. This is the fan for the back seat, the back area. So this is where you turn that on, and this is for either cool or hot. This is our air brake. If we do have a trailer that uses air as well, that is right there. This is our comfort control panel. So this is just the fan where you want the air and how hot and cold. Now back over here, up here, this is where the backup camera is. As we pan down, you'll see one little pedal down below, right there. That's where we adjust our steering wheel. So it's telescopic. You can pull it out and back in or side to side and adjust that however makes you the most comfortable.
Do you want to do a giveaway, Larry?
You know, Cherish, that's not a bad idea. How about we do something? Okay. How about the first 3 people to comment on what their favorite feature of this truck is today wins a hat. Is that fair enough?
Yeah, a Summit Hauler hat.
A Summit Hauler hat.
Okay.
And how do you want to do that, Cherish? You want to tag him in later?
Yeah, so the first 3 people to comment will tag your name in the comments at 4 p.m. this afternoon, and then you can come pick up in store.
That's awesome.
Yeah?
That's awesome. And everyone's health is still our number 1 concern. It's a scary time right now, and we will sure accommodate you. For example, this truck was disinfected before Cherish ever got in it, and we'll do the same for you. So you can call me. We can set up an appointment for you to come drive the truck. I'll have it completely sanitized. There's no sense in me going with you if you don't want me to. You drive the truck and bring it back. And there are off-site deliveries available. I can meet you somewhere, all depending on where you live, but you sure have that option as well. So with that being said, thanks for tuning in today. Everybody have a great day and be safe.